Okay, let's walk through a website that uses Express JavaScript and MVC. The first thing that happens when you go to a website is that you arrive at the main page. The main page would be represented by apples, and a secondary page will be represented by bananas. First, we are going to go to the root file, which will be our apple. The apple routes have already been retrieved. In this routes/apple file, we assign the root folder to the apple controller, which has a method getApple. The apple controller has already been retrieved from the controllers/apples file. If we look at the apple method, it tells us to respond to a rendering of apple EJS file. Because of express, res, or respond.render knows by default to look in the views folder to find the apple's EJS file. As for bananas, now that the apple page is open, there is a link to the bananas page. When the link is clicked, since the server is listening, it triggers the banana routes. The banana routes has already been retrieved. This is a GET request to load the banana.js file in the routes folder. Since the banana controller has already been retrieved, it looks at the banana.js file in the controller folder. This is a GET request to look at the get bananas, which is required by the routes file. Banana items retrieves all the bananas it finds in the database called banana. Then the items left looks at the documents and returns how many are peeled. The response render by default knows the banana EJS file is in the views folder, and it's going to display the banana items, and the items left in the banana EJS file, which it got from the database. All of this could be in one big file, but by separating the components, you're able to change one thing, such as the controller, while someone else is manipulating the view folder. If there's debugging to do, it's easier to track down because you know what is doing what and where it is. We haven't used the model yet, so we'll do one more. Since the banana HTML is now loaded, we have a submit button to submit a new banana. You can see the route is /bananas/createBanana, and the method is post. So this is where it's sent to the router. The banana controller has already been loaded. Inside the banana controller, we just need to find the createBanana method. Banana is an object with a create method per MDN. The object.create method is a static method that creates a new object using an existing object as a prototype of the newly created object. Banana has already been loaded up at the top of the page. This is where our model uses Mongoose to enforce a schema. The schema ensures that all the documents are the same format to avoid errors and missing data. Every document in your database will have this format.